Welcome to Lola's Frugal Life Podcast. If you're on a mission to be more frugal with both your time and money, you're in the right place. In this podcast, we talk about topics that help enhance living a frugal lifestyle. The goal is to save time and money where we can so that we can use the rest on what matters most to us. We talk a lot about both time and money management so that we can waste as little as possible on both. We do this while also embracing a progress over perfection mindset. If that sounds good to you, then please stick around for the latest episode right after a few quick words from our sponsor. Hi everyone, welcome back to my weekly meal plan episode. If you're new here, this is just a quick episode that I do each week where I share with you my family's meal plan for the upcoming week. There is also a blog post on my website at lolasfrugallife.com that comes out the same day as this meal plan episode, and it has all the meal plan listed out with links to any recipes that I share for any of the meals that I'm making. So I rotate my meals on a regular basis, so once in a while I throw new things in, but I do repeat recipes on a regular rotation to make meal planning really easy for myself, which is what I need right now. And I just throw in some new things when I want to try something or when I have some time. So you're not always going to find like new recipes every week, but I do definitely throw some in once in a while. So this week's meal plan starts on Saturday, April 1st. So for Saturday, we're going to be doing Easy American Goulash, which is from budgetbites.com. That's BYTES.com. This is a one pot meal. It's like ground beef, diced tomatoes, tomato sauce, and elbow macaroni. It's kind of like, like a pasta beef type all-in-one dish. I made it for the first time a few weeks ago, and everybody really liked it, and it was a nice, easy meal to make on a weekend, so I'm going to be doing that again. For Sunday, this is a fairly new recipe for my family also. It was sausage and vegetable sheet pan dinner from allrecipes.com. So it's basically, it's like a typical sheet pan dinner. It's got broccoli, potatoes, carrots, onions, and then chopped up Italian sausage links. And what we did last time is we just did, it was like, I think I did like 4 sausage links, and then we did boneless pork chops and just like cut them up into little pieces and kind of tossed them in with the vegetables. So it was like vegetables, sausage, and cut up pieces of pork, and it came out really good like that. So if you don't want to do like all sausage and you want to mix it up with the vegetables, you could always throw in like another meat, or probably even maybe like chicken thighs would probably do good with that too. But anyway, so that's what we're doing for Sunday. For Monday, we are doing hot dogs. We do hot dogs once every 4 weeks on Monday. So this is our hot dog night. We are having on the side with hot dogs leftover chili that I had made a few weeks back. I made like a big batch of crock pot chili, and I froze what was left over in portions, so I can just kind of take one of those out, serve it on the side with the hot dogs. And then I'm also going to be making air fryer potatoes, like home fried type potatoes, where I dice up some potatoes, peppers, and onions, toss it with some olive oil and some salt and pepper, and cook it in the air fryer, or you could roast them in the oven. They go really good like on the hot dog with even with the chili, like the hot dog, the potatoes, peppers, and onions, and then some chili on top is really good, or even just like with mustard on top, or however you like it. But anyway, so that's what we're doing for Monday. For Tuesday, we're doing tacos. We do some type of Mexican theme meal every Tuesday. So this week happens to be tacos. For the tacos, I just use ground chicken, and I make the taco meat just using the chicken and some seasoned salt and some chili powder and to make the filling. And then I just put out, like the typical stuff: lettuce, tomato, some avocado, some taco sauce, sour cream, and then some hard shells and soft shells. And that's pretty much it for Tuesday for tacos for this week. For Wednesday, I'm going to be making creamy Tuscan salmon shrimp pasta. That's from simplydeliciousfood.com. I made this recipe a few times and everybody really likes it. It's basically like salmon and shrimp cooked with pasta, like with a creamy pasta, and you kind of like mix it all. Well, I'm not sure if you're even supposed to mix it all together. It says serve the pasta topped with the salmon, shrimp, and sauce, but I just kind of mix it all together and serve it in a big dish. So it's like the pasta and the shrimp and salmon and like the creamy sauce that they cook in all together. I just kind of make it like one big, I don't serve it like over top, like I just kind of mix it all together. I've probably said that like 3 times now. But anyway, everybody really liked this dish, so we are doing that again for Wednesday. For Thursday, I usually always do either, I can't even think, soup and grilled cheese or breakfast for dinner on Thursday because that's when I go grocery shopping. So I try to make the meal prep a little quicker and easier. So this week we're going to be doing a breakfast for dinner, and this is actually a new recipe that I haven't tried yet. It is sausage and cheese crescent roll breakfast casserole. It's from SavvySavingCouple.net, and this is like kind of similar to some of the other breakfast casseroles that I make, except instead of having like hash browns or some sort of potatoes, it's got like crescent rolls. So I think you like put the crescent rolls on the bottom and then you make like an egg and sausage mixture and then pour it over top or something to that effect. I haven't gone through the exact recipe instructions, but I mean basically it's all going to go into a dish and bake. I just have to read what order to go into. So I thought that might be good for something different to try for our breakfast for dinner night that we're going to have this week. And then for Friday, I'm going to be making Instant Pot chicken and broccoli, which is from littlesunnykitchen.com. I really like this recipe for chicken and broccoli. I haven't found one yet that kind of really mimics getting it from the Chinese restaurant, but I feel like this one comes the closest of what I have done. So I really like to make this one, and it's pretty quick and easy to whip together. And then for a side, we're just going to have white rice with it. So I'll just do like white rice on the stovetop while I cook the Instant Pot chicken and broccoli in the Instant Pot, and then just kind of serve it all together. So that's it. So that's Friday's meal plan. That's the last day of the meal plan. So like I said, you can find all of these recipes, any links that I mentioned, on my website at lolasfrugallife.com. And I hope this was helpful to you, and I will see you back here next week. So thank you for checking in for this podcast episode. And don't forget, you can always email me with any questions or suggestions at lolasfrugallife@gmail.com. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at lolasfrugallife. And you can find a blog post for most of my episodes and definitely all of my meal plan episodes at lolasfrugallife.com. You can also join our private listeners group at facebook.com/groups/lolasfrugallife. And if you enjoy the show, please make sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you listen from. And I would love it if you would screenshot the show and tag me on Instagram so I could see you're listening. Also, if you can please take a couple of seconds to rate and review the podcast. Those ratings and reviews are what help the show come up better in search results so that other people can find this podcast. So that will really help me in growing my audience. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have an awesome day.